call it being a diva, but when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Buckeyes will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he... It's the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They want to throw it. Using his legs to buy some time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Quickly complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the Buckeyes will try to pick it up on 4th down.
Here we go.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Might be looking to run. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Fit it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Madden. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Ducks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Madden. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Skips away from pressure. Finding open areas. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ripping through the defense. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The quick out. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
So now it's 2nd and long. Down, now back to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Jolly. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Ducks line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Look out, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now he's looking to throw it. And they will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Here we go, set. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, ended up for a first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on first down. Completed. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. This is a designed run. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here comes the heat. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Pocket breaking down. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open, but at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. This crowd knows when to bring it. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
So I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Touchdown, Ducks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Line getting set on 2nd down. Let's go! Let's go! Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A run for the quarterback. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Now, 4th down.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll go to the sneak. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them... Breaks into the open! Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. Got room to work. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got his man quickly. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Ohio State, 20, Oregon, 7.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Using his feet. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This one's complete.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Ducks come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Quarterback keeper. Inside the 40. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that thing.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Going for 6. Into the house. Touchdown, Oregon. shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the lone running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Quarterback making checks. He'll throw on 3rd down. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. Touchdown Ducks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. The give to the back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Got his man downfield. And the Ducks will hustle to the line. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. Into the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown, and we might just have overtime on our hands.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they'll go for 2 to try to win it right here. And this crowd is deafening, trying to will the stop. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Sets up the screen. That's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.